Time to round up the Olympic Sports series of Mastertronic Chronicles, and the last game we're going to look at is Grand Prix Tennis, which obviously is going to be a simulation of tennis, which we won a gold medal at thanks to Andy Murray. Let's check it out. Here's the front cover then, and it says Grand Prix Tennis in a rather grand style, and it's got some tennis players playing tennis on it. This is a mad release, as it says there. Not much more to say about the front really, and nothing much to say about the spine either. It's just your typical Mastertronic spine really. Back cover, and we've got some screenshots, which seems to be an isometric style viewpoint of the game. You'll notice there it says lawn tennis across the back. This game was known as lawn tennis in America, I believe. And it's got a little blurb about the game. All the atmosphere of Wimbledon captured in this exciting computer version of the game of lawn tennis. Indeed. And as we take a look inside, it's got a fair bit of information about how to play the game. It seems to have basically how to play tennis, which I don't suppose you'd have really bought the game if you didn't know how to play it or weren't interested. So, a very detailed overview of tennis there, and inside we've got more rules and so on, and also the gameplay of how to play the game, obviously, types of shot, how to serve, loading instructions, and that's pretty much it. Just the usual bump on the back cover there. Okay, here's a title screen then, and as you can see it does say lawn tennis down the side. That was its original name, as I mentioned. It's from Binary Design, as it says there in the middle, and there's a couple of options on the title screen. You can push up to change from 1 or 2 players, which obviously will be 1. You can also press down to change the skill level. I think 5 is probably the lowest level, so we'll stick with that. As you can see, there's a nice scrolling message going along the bottom of the screen, and also quite a cool tune. Okay, so let's get on with the game. So here's the screen. As mentioned earlier, it's an isometric style view, which is unusual. As you can see, there's a strange use of the top of the screen there, which they've left green, whereas the rest of the surround is brown. Don't think I've ever seen that on a Commodore 64 game before, so that's interesting. The graphics are alright. That's my guy at the bottom who's waiting to serve in the white, and my opponent's in the yellow. We've also got the umpire on the side of the screen. There are various shots that you can play by pointing the joystick in various directions. If only it were that easy. So I'll get on with serving a game, see how we get on. Unsurprisingly, as you'll soon find out, the computer doesn't miss much. And the first thing you'll probably notice is that unless you move your guy around exceptionally fast, you've got no chance. Also, a mention for the sound effects, which are virtually non-existent. It's just this crunching sound when the ball gets hit, which is pretty poor. And that was the first game. Didn't score a point. On to the second one. Now the good thing here is you have to press fire for the opponent to serve, so you can get yourself into position a bit better when they're serving. Unfortunately, they serve and return so well, you still won't get many points, as you'll soon see. Let him get on with it. I thought I was pretty close to that then. I'm not sure what went wrong there. Oh, see, I was right just in the perfect position to hit that back then. It didn't register. Very frustrating. I think that went out. You'll notice the ball rebounds dramatically all over the place and skids along the floor. Doesn't really look like a lawn court, more like a hard court, to be honest. It does rebound all over the place, and still on his serve. So At least I am returning the ball occasionally. Well, that's another game lost. So it's back to my serve. Let's see if I can at least score a point this time, eh? This is quite a nice rally. Oh, and he hit it out. I've scored a point. Marvellous. The comeback's on. Or maybe not. I think I moved too quickly then. Let's see, there's no chance of returning that because your man just doesn't run fast enough. And again, I should have stayed where I was to hit that back. That was my own fault. At least I can... Oh, I don't know what happened there. That's another game lost. You can see this is treading a very familiar pattern already. So I'm approaching the end of the first set and I haven't won a game. So let's just have a mention about the graphics. They're alright. The isometric viewpoint is different, no doubt about that. Oh, it's gone miles out, and that's the end of the first set now. There's a lot of green there, quite a lot of brown as well, but they do the job. The sound's rubbish, as already mentioned. The dynamics of the ball are a bit peculiar as well. We'll carry on with the second set. Obviously, if I lose this one, it's all over. See what happens. Oh, must have been a good serve. He couldn't get that one back. Another thing to note, if you don't hit the ball from your serve, it does go straight to a second serve. You don't get the chance to try your first serve again, so you do have to get it right at least second time. Oh, here's a rally. Oh, and he's hit it out. I've got a point. That's out as well. Surely, oh, come on, that was out. Surely it was out. Oh, robbed. Oh, he's hit two into the net here. Three into the net. I've actually got 3 break points. This could be an amazing turnaround. Oh no, don't do stuff like that. Oh, come on. Oh, this is a disaster. He's pulled it all the way back to deuce. Oh. Oh, crap. Look at that. 40 love up. 3 break points and I balls it up, if you pardon the pun. Oh, the jammy git. Oh, that's out. Oh, come on. Oh, out again. Oh, come on. Every time you get close to winning a game, the computer suddenly gets really good. Oh, look at that. Back to deuce again. I was 40-15 up. Oh, what happened there? Oh, come on. And he's won another one. So it's all very frustrating, as you can tell. I will complete the game, which is embarrassing defeat. Once again, this might be another one that's quite good as a two-player game, but the computer is just too good. As you can see, even when you hit a good shot back, he never misses, or he almost never misses. So here we go with the last few points of the last game. Time to sum it up as being basically hard again. It's actually quite playable. If only you got any sort of chance of beating the computer, it might be quite a decent game. But as a one-player game, again, it's all over. Game, set and match. And I think that'll call that a day. So not worth the $2.99 as a one-player game. Again, might be good as a two-player game, but I'll never find out because I'll probably never play it again. So that sums up, that brings us to the end of the Olympic-themed games, and to be perfectly honest, they were all a bit crap. The only exception being the ping pong. If I had to award a gold medal, it would be to that. But even that was impossibly difficult to play against the computer. I think it just goes to show really that sports games are the one type of game that have just got better and better over time, and going back to these sort of 8-bit sports games is a pretty painful experience. So that sums up the Olympic Sports Series, and we'll go back to some normal game reviews next time around.